So yeah, guys, one time I'm not really proud of it, but I was drunk, drove down to Toys R Us, looking for something to do. Picked up a Ouija board. Seemed like a good idea. Got the Ouija board. I was thinking, well, who do I want to talk to? I was like, well, a hot chick would be nice. I was drunk. I was thinking, if I had a hot chick here, it'd be nice. So I was like, oh, what hot chicks are dead that would want to hang out with me? And I thought, Aaliyah. You know, again, I was drunk. I must have not spelled Aaliyah correctly or something because I got something else. Anyways, whoa, it was a bad night. It was a bad night. I thought the best thing to do when I woke up the next morning was to get rid of the Ouija board. So I just tossed it. Just to try to erase any memories of that night. But what happened was, the trash went out when the trash man came, but the Ouija board stayed. It just was on the couch. One day I came back from work and there it was on the couch. I really, thought I was like, okay, maybe I didn't throw it away. That was my first thought. So I threw it away again. Trash goes out. Ouija board comes back. That's when I was like, okay, this is not a memory failure. This is I remember two times throwing this Ouija board away. So there was a park down the street. I dug a hole in the middle of the night, put the Ouija board in it, came back home. There was the Ouija board on my dining room table. Oh, so I just you got to roll with the punches. Life is not about swimming against the wave; it's swimming with the wave. And the Ouija board is still with me to this day because you don't want to go against the wind. Go with it. Anyways, that story is a lot like how I feel about the Clintons. Um, I just keep trying to distance myself from them. I feel like I've had enough. They've had enough. We've all had enough. But they just keep coming back of the news. They just keep coming back. They're always coming back. Look at that. I don't need to see that. But there it is. Apparently, Jeffrey Epstein had that in his house. And, coming from a guy that has a Ouija board framed up on his wall, I don't find that to be too strange. I don't know what everybody is making a big deal about this. I mean, the New York Post said that, from an anonymous source, said that this guy says it was hanging up there prominently as soon as he walked in a room to the right. Everybody saw it, laughed, and smirked. Well, just because Epstein had this image on his wall displayed prominently does not mean there's some kind of like hint at some sort of inside joke he wants, he's laughing at, just because I have a Ouija board on my wall, I'm not trying to hint at some kind of crazy dark crime that I did that night under the influence of a demon. You know what I mean? There's nothing to see here, people. With Epstein's, picture of Clinton and my Ouija board, there's nothing to see here. Moving on. Hillary. Just can't, this lady just can't get a break. She can't get a break. Tell us, Bernie.
Is that the American people are sick and tired of hearing about your damn emails.
Thank you. Me too. Me too.
Bernie understood. This lady is being harassed. For what? A little workplace theft? I mean, who hasn't taken something from their work? I mean, I know I have. Shit. I think every pen I own in this house has come from work. I've taken so much things from my job. I've taken pens, staplers, computers, the soda machine on the second floor, safes, lives, good standing, all from my job. I've taken all those things from my job. But I'm not getting harassed like this woman is for taking a couple, what, emails? Jeez, emails aren't even real. Can't hold them, you can't put them in a mailbox. But they're after her for it. And now they're saying that Hillary, she had this server in her house, not the kind of server that, gives you drinks and pina coladas. No kind of server where you store technical information. She had that in her house. Remember that? And the new information coming out of the Senate is that the emails that were coming from the State Department, they're all going to her house, Oh, some of them were classified. Hey, the people have a right to know. Hillary is a part of the people too. She's a person. And, everything's classified. Like she's not a person and she doesn't have the right to know. Anyway, she had her classified emails going to her house. And now these classified emails were apparently going to a Gmail account. Apparently someone had set up some sort of system where all the emails that were going to her server were also going to this Gmail account that, just coincidentally has the same name of a Chinese, manufacturer company. It's called Shengdong Carter Heavy Industry. Never been to the store, never bought one of their products that I know of. But whatever the case is, apparently the emails that were going to Hillary Clinton's server were going to Carter Heavy Industries at gmail.com. Some people will say this is a big deal. Having classified documents going to your house and then having those classified documents being ping-ponged to a completely insecure Gmail account that happens to have the same name as a Chinese company. Some people would say that, but some people would also call my Ouija board weird. They would try to make some kind of connection between a disappearance about 12 years ago on the 13th of March to me and my Ouija board, which there is no connection at all. At all. Just like, just because it's a coincidence that Hillary Clinton's emails are going to some Chinese company, you're not looking in the right place. Stop looking at things that don't link up, okay? There's nothing happened 12 years ago. Bye.
I don't enjoy the comforts of civilization, as you call it. What I've seen of it and the people who live by its laws are shallow,